Good morning to all of you, beta. Today we are going to discuss chemical properties of aldehydes and ketones. In chemical properties of aldehyde and ketones are basically divided into 5 groups. That is number 1 nucleophilic addition on carbonyl carbon. Second is nucleophilic addition followed by loss of water. Then oxidation of aldehyde ketone, reduction of aldehyde ketones, and then miscellaneous reactions. So one by one we will deal with these 5 types of properties of aldehydes and ketones, chemical properties, in which number 1, A part is nucleophilic addition on carbonyl carbon. What is the meaning of nucleophilic addition on carbonyl carbon? That means we have to add 2 groups on carbon and oxygen. Carbonyl carbon ਦੇ ਉੱਪਰ ਤੇ oxygen ਦੇ. Why this is called nucleophilic addition? Because actually this reaction starts due to nucleophile. Negatively charged species, first it add up to the carbonyl carbon, then positively charged species add up to this oxygen. So actually this reaction starts when nucleophile approaches aldehyde ketone. This pi bond in the CO shift to the oxygen, giving rise to positively charged carbon and negative oxygen. Then immediately negatively charged nucleophile get attached to the carbonyl carbon. So that's why these reactions are called nucleophilic addition on carbonyl carbon. So examples of this type, the very first is addition of hydrogen cyanide, HCN. Addition of HCN on carbonyl carbon. The example of this is, let us take this compound that is ethanol or acetaldehyde. So when HCN is added to ethanol, what happens? Then CN groups get added to carbon and H get to O, and giving rise to this kind of product. Cyanide get attached to carbon and hydrogen gets attached to oxygen, giving to this kind of product called ethanol cyanohydrin. What are cyanohydrins? These are the compounds which contain cyanide and OH group attached to the similar carbon. So addition of HCN on aldehyde and ketone gives cyanohydrin. Similar product we will get if we have ketone here. Only here we will get CH3 and here we will get CH3. Then comes second property, that's addition of sodium bisulfite. Sodium bisulfite NaHSO3. So sodium bisulfite gets added to any aldehyde or ketone in the way that H positive get added up to oxygen and SO3Na get added up to carbon, giving rise to this kind of product. That SO3Na with carbon and H with the oxygen. And this kind of product is also called adduct. Actually adduct stands for addition product. Addition plus product is called adduct. So when sodium bisulfite is added to any aldehyde ketone, we get this kind of adduct. And this is a reversible type of reaction, that by adding any dilute acid or base, we will get back same aldehyde or ketone from which we have started. To adduct, if we add dilute HCl, we will get ethanol again. So that's why these reactions can be used for the purification of aldehydes and ketone. That means this addition will happen to only aldehyde ketone and not to any other compound. So from the mixture of aldehyde ketone with some other non-carbonyl compound, we will make to react with sodium bisulfite. This will get precipitate, separated, and then add dilute HCl. So we will get back pure aldehyde or ketone. So that's why application of this reaction is the purification of aldehyde and ketone or separating from other non-carbonyl compounds. Then comes third example of this type of reaction, and very very important as compared to other, that is addition of Grignard's reagents to aldehyde and ketone. Addition of RMGX to aldehyde and ketone. In this kind of reaction, what happens? If we use formaldehyde as a aldehyde, that RMGX से अपन formaldehyde add कर दें HCHO, so then the product will be primary alcohol. Actually this reaction happens in 2 steps. This is formaldehyde HCOOH. So in step 1, CH3MgBr is added. What we have to do, that CH3 will get attached to this carbon and MgR will attach to oxygen, giving rise to this kind of addition product, R ether and MgBr ether. Then followed by acidic hydrolysis, what will happen? MgBr will go and H will come in place of that. So finally we will get primary alcohol, CH3, CH2OH, that is ethanol. Actually overall change, if you want to see what happens, is that when we carry out RMGX and then acidic hydrolysis. So what type of addition happens? R will attach to carbonyl carbon and H will attach to oxygen and double bond goes away and it will be converted into alcohol. So from formaldehyde we will get primary alcohol. Same treatment when we will do with the aldehydes. Then we will get secondary alcohols. So let us take higher aldehyde, that is ethanol, CH3CHO. So here same methyl magnesium bromide and acidic hydrolysis. So what will happen? This CH3 will be attached to carbon like this and H will be attached to oxygen. So what kind of product here we will get? We will get 2-propanol. So it is a secondary alcohol. So if we carry out RMGX hydrolysis of higher aldehyde rather than formaldehyde, we will always get secondary alcohol. For example, with ethanol, we will get 2-propanol. So same type of reaction if we carry out with the ketones, then we will get tertiary alcohols. So let us take this example with acetone, CH3COCH3. So carrying out RMGX hydrolysis, what will happen? This CH3 will be joined with the carbon and H will be joined with the oxygen. So from this ketone we will get tertiary butyl alcohol, that is 2-methyl 2-propylol. This is tertiary butyl alcohol as a major product. So simply what formula you have to understand in this? For any aldehyde ketone, if we carry out RMGX hydrolysis, so you have to just join R with the carbon, carbonyl carbon, and H with the O of carbonyl group. सिर्फ आ दोनों जो की होना है इत्थों इत्थे R लगा देना like this, तो ਉਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਕੀ ਲੱਗ ਜਾਣਾ हाइड्रोजन. Whatever alcohol you will get, that will be your final product. In last example of this first property, addition reactions, that is addition of alcohols to aldehydes. Only monohydric alcohols are added in the presence of dry HCl gas to form compound called acetals. Like ethanol, when ethanol is added to ethanol in the presence of dry HCl gas, this kind of product is there. So OC2H5 get attached to carbon and H attached to oxygen as usual. ਇੱਥੇ OH बन गया, इधर C2H5OH. Then this kind of product formed is called hemiacetal. Hemi ना मतलब अद्धा acetal. When one more molecule of ethanol then reacts with this hemiacetal, so OH goes from here and H from here, and OCU2H5 again get attached to this side also. So this is dialkoxy type of product is formed. So this type of product formed are called acetals. Therefore aldehyde reacts with alcohols in the presence of dry HCl gas to form these kind of dialkoxy products which are called acetals. Whereas ketones do not react with monohydric alcohol. Ketone only react with the dihydric alcohols to form compounds called cyclic ketones. For example, acetone reacts with this dihydric alcohol called ethylene glycol, 2OH group dihydric alcohol. This is acetone. How do they react? One water molecule goes out from here, O from ketone group and 2 hydrogen from dihydric alcohol. So giving rise to this kind of cyclic product. And these type of products are called cyclic ketones. Therefore, aldehyde react to form acetals and ketone only react with dihydric alcohol, not with monohydric alcohols, to give rise to final product which are called cyclic ketones. Clear? That's all. Thank you.